Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I make these candy cane candles. They're very fun and festive for the holidays. I know we're past the holidays, but that's okay, even if it gives you inspiration for a different type of candle. So if you would like to see how I make these festive candy cane candles, then go ahead and keep on watching.
We stay up waiting for Santa tonight. He climbs down the chimney at the speed of light, while we're dancing around the Christmas tree, hugging and kissing just you and me. Carolers are singing outside our door.
So if you don't know how to make soy candles, don't worry, I will link my video down below, or I'll have it pop up in one of the little sidebars here. But everything is pretty much the same. The only thing that's going to be different is we're going to do them with two different melters. But the first one we are going to do is the white, and I'm going to add a few white dye blocks. It's up to you how much you would like to put in. I usually put about 2, 3. Sometimes if I want it super white, I'll put in a full 4 of them. Look how flat my hand looks. Looks kind of funny, doesn't it? And then I go ahead and throw that in the melter. And the reason why we're going to do the white is because we want it to be like a candy cane, as white as we can. Now, when you do add the fragrance oil, it will change the color of it. So I suggest adding as much white as you can, because you'll see the difference here, how white this is, and then you'll see what it looks like when I add the fragrance oil. It starts to get a little more of a milky color. And each melter is going to have the same scent, which is going to be this one right here. This is Candy Cane. I got it from Lonestar. Love this scent. It was my best seller this year. Absolutely loved it. And then we're going to also be starting with the second melter, and this one we are going to add red to. Now, it doesn't really matter if you start them at the same time or not. Right now my white is done first because we have to layer them anyway, so we have to wait for the white to cool or the red to cool, depending on which one you pour first, before you even pour in the other one. So I'll show you that in a second, but you can do this at different times because you have to layer it anyways. So go ahead and let your red melt, and I'm only putting in 1 dye block, and I want to say these dye blocks are either from Lonestar or Candle Science, and it's just a plain red. That's it. And to me, I thought it looked like the perfect color for candy cane. If you have a different color that you would like to use, like cinnamon or anything like that, you can also use those too. It's completely up to you.
As we walk from house to house to wish us all a Merry Christmas Day, yeah.
Now, this is going to be the exact same measurements as when I make my normal soy candles or any other soy candle, but what I'm doing for this one is each melter is going to have only 1 pound. Usually I do 2 pounds per melter, but this one I'm only going to do 1 pound because it's still going to make like 5 candles. So we're only going to do 1 pound each. So instead, what I'm going to do is 2 ounces of fragrance oil per pound. So 2 ounces in one melter and 2 ounces in the other. If you want to do more, that's fine. Like I said, I will link down below my soy candle video, and that kind of explains it a little bit more. But yeah, so if you want to do more, you just another 2 ounces per pound.
Jingle bells ring.
And now this is a very time-consuming process. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It took me a while to do. I just set up my candles the exact same way. I'm going to set up the jars like I do any other time, but this time it's going to be going very slowly. This, I think, took me all day to do because you have to wait for the candle underneath to completely dry, or I'm sorry, not the candle, the wax. And you do not want to pour the red when it's still a little hot because then it will start to swirl through. I think it would be a cool idea, but I don't know if you want to do it exactly just yet. To me, it was easier when I just let the entire thing cool, which took about an hour each time. And I have multiple layers, so it took me a while. a few words of advice is try not to, when you reheat the wax, because you will have to reheat it, try not to do it on a high heat because you don't want to burn off any of the fragrance oil. So I did it on a very low heat, and the moment I had just enough to pour, that's what I poured. I didn't try to melt the entire melter because I didn't want anything to get ruined or go wrong. So yeah, just try not to heat it up too high. Low and slow, it's your best friend. That way we're not burning off any of the fragrance oil. Also, I wanted to do this like a normal candy cane. I wanted them to be different shapes, and not shapes, but different thickness. So some of them, the white is super thin, the red is super thin, some start with red, some start with white, some, like, you'll see what I'm talking about when they start to harden, or I don't know why I can't talk today. You know what I mean. But you'll see that I'll have some that look like little ribbon red lines, and then some of them that look a little bit different. They'll be thicker, or the white will be thicker, or the white will be thin. You'll see what I'm talking about. And I will say what was the trickiest part for me was the red. The red seemed to have bled through into the white regardless. So just make sure that you are very, very careful with that. Even when I dried it or let it harden. I don't even know what word I'm trying to use right now. But as soon as cooled. Hello, cooled. Okay, Vanessa, don't know how to talk. When I let the red cool, even if I let it cool for an hour or two, it still bled through a little bit. So just try to be as careful as you can. If it does, it does. There's really nothing you could do about it. It's so pigmented, and the white is so white that you're gonna see any imperfections. So that's okay. It's not that big of a deal. They still did very great, and everybody loved the way that they looked. So that's all right if they do. Also, this is why I did the white the way that I did it, because you see how the white is really, really just out there white. That's exactly what you want. And like I said, right here, you will see as I'm pouring, because I'm trying to show you each time I poured, you'll see that each candle looks different. So if you see the one on the edge, the white is a little bit thicker, and then on the other ones, the red is a little bit thicker. Try not to get the sides as best as you can. I know sometimes that I will have it try to it will dribble along the side, and if it does, I mean, that's okay, but you want to try to get it as best as you can to where the pour is completely perfect and the glass is completely clean. That way you don't have a line of red that goes in between the red and the white, if that makes sense.
Chimney at the speed of light, while we're dancing around the Christmas tree, hugging and kissing, just you and me. Carolers are singing outside our door, lovely songs we all heard before, as they walk from house to house to wish us all a Merry Christmas Day. Oh, a Merry Christmas Day. Oh.
And this is what I mean by it took all day, because you can start to see that the sun has gone down, and I'm using my kitchen light to show you. But as you can see right here, you can see how each one of them look completely different, and I love the way that looks, and I recommend it because I think it looks really, really good, especially the super thin red lines. I think that looks absolutely perfect. So go ahead and give these a try. I'll leave my Instagram and stuff down below. That way you guys can tag me in it if you guys try it out. I'd love to see it and know how it goes. And that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you liked it, please give me a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you guys haven't already. And I'll be seeing you very, very soon in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, guys.